Hello students, this is the time for book reading. Shall we start? Gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are naked seed plant, that is, the ovule is not enclosed by ovary. Gymnosperms have two phases in the life cycle, gametophytic and sporophytic. Sporophytic plant body is dominant and it is differentiated into root, stem and leaf. They have well developed vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. The water conducting tissue is trachea and the food conducting tissue is sieve cell. They have cone in which sporangia and spores are produced. Classifications of gymnosperm. Gymnosperms are classified into 4 different types. They are cycadales, zingogoles, coniferales, needles. Cycadales. These are palm-like small plants, erect and unbranched. Leaves are pinnately compound, forming a crown. They have taproot system and coralloid root. Example, cycas species. Zingogoles. These are large trees with fan-shaped leaves. Ginkgo biloba is the only living species in the group. They produce unpleasant smell. Coniferales. These are evergreen trees with cone-like appearance. They have needle-like leaves or scale leaves. Seeds are winged and produced in female cone. Example, pinus. Needles. Needles are small group of plants. They possess advanced characters like angiosperm. Ovules are naked but developed on flower-like shoot. Example, needle species. Economic importance of gymnosperms. Woods of many conifers are used in the paper industries. Example, pinus and agathis. Conifers are the source of soft wood for constructions. Packing and plywood industries. Example, cedrus agathis. Turpentine, an essential oil extracted from the resin of pinus, is used for paint preparation. It is also used medicinally to get relief from pain, bronchitis, etc. Seeds of Pinus gerardiana are edible. Ephedrine is an alkaloid extracted from ephedra. It cures asthma and respiratory problems. Arcaria bidwilli is an ornamental plant. Angiosperms. The term angiosperm is derived from 2 Greek words, that is angio, which means box or closed, and sperma means seed. Habit of the plants may be herb, Solana melangena, shrub, Hibiscus rosa sinensis, and tree, Mangifera indica, mango. They have well developed vascular tissues called xylem and phloem. Xylem contains vessel, trachea, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Phloem contains sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma, companion cells and phloem fibers. Classifications of angiosperms. Angiosperms are divided into 2 classes. They are dicotyledons, monocotyledons. Characteristic features of dicotyledons. Seeds has 2 cotyledons. Plants have taproot system and leaves are with reticulate venation. Flowers are tetramerous or pentamerous. Calyx and corolla are well differentiated. Pollination occurs mostly by insects. Example are bean, mango, neem. Characteristic features of monocotyledons. Seed has only 1 cotyledon. Plants have fibrous root system and leaf are with parallel venation. Flowers are trimerous and not differentiated into calyx and corolla. Pollination occurs mostly by wind. Examples are grass, paddy, banana. Taxonomy. Taxonomy is the branch of biology that deals with the study of identification, classification, description, and nomenclature of living organisms. The word taxonomy is derived from two Greek words. Taxis means arrangement and nomos means laws. The word taxonomy was first coined by Augustine Pyramus de Candidae. Classification. Plants are arranged into different groups and categories on the basis of similarities and differences. It is called classification. There are four types of classification: artificial system of classification, natural system of classification, phylogenetic system of classification, modern system of classification. Artificial system of classification. This is the earliest system of classification in plants. Plants are classified on the basis of one or few morphological characters. The most famous artificial system of classification is Linnaeus Classification, which was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in his book Species Plantarum. Natural system of classification. In this system, plants are classified on the basis of several characters. Bentham and Hooker's classification is an example of natural system of classification. This system of classification is based on morphological and reproductive characters of the seeded plants. Bentham and Hooker published their natural system of classification in their book named General Plantarum in 3 volumes. This classification is widely used in many herbaria and botanical gardens all over the world. Do you know? Herbarium is the collection of pressed, dried plants pasted on a sheet and arranged according to any one of the accepted systems of classification. Binomial nomenclature. The naming of an organisms with 2 words is known as binomial nomenclature. For example, the binomial name of mango is Mangifera indica. Here, the first word Mangifera refers to the genus name and the second word indica refers to the species name. Binomial name was first introduced by Gaspard Bahin in the year of 1623. Binomial system was implemented by Linnaeus in his book Species Plantarum. The system of naming the plants on scientific basis is known as Botanical Nomenclature. Largest herbarium of India is in Kolkata, which has more than 1 million species of herbarium specimens. Outline of Bentham and Hooker's system of classification. Seeded plants. Division. Class. Dicotyledonnae, Gymnospermae, Monocotyledonnae. Subclass. Polypetalae, Gammopetalae, Monoclamidae. Series. Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae, Caliciflorae, Inferae, Heteromerae, Bicarpellate. Series 8. Family 36. Infobits. The rules and recommendations regarding binomial nomenclature were found in ICBN, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Now it is known as ICN, International Code of Nomenclature. Uses of medicinal plants. Plants are useful to us in many ways. Some plants along with their parts are used as medicines. Uses of some medicinal plants are given below. Acalipa indica, Kupei meaning. It belongs to the family Euphorbiaceae. The paste obtained from the leaves of this plant is used to cure the burns on the skin. The juice of the plant leaves is mixed with lemon juice to cure ringworm. Agel marmalus. Bilvum. It belongs to the family Rutaceae. The unripe fruit of this tree is used to treat indigestion. It is used to cure chronic diarrhea and dysentery. Solanum trilobatum. Thuduvalai. It belongs to the family Solanaceae. The leaves and fruits of this plant cure cough and cold. It is widely used in the treatment of tuberculosis and bronchial asthma. Phyllanthus amarus, Keela nelli. It belongs to the family Euphorbiaceae. The entire plant is used for the treatment of jaundice. It gives additional strength to human liver and it is used to treat other liver disorders. Aloe vera. Sothu katralai. It belongs to the family Liliaceae. Leaves of this plant is used to cure piles and inflammations on the skin. It cures peptic ulcer. Hello students, this is the time for reading. Today's homework questions. First one, first Roman, fifth question. Write any two economic importance of fungi. Write any two economic importance of fungi. Fungi plays an important role in medicine to produce antibiotics. Fungi plays an important role in medicine to produce antibiotics. In agriculture field, maintain the fertility of the soil. In agriculture field, maintain the fertility of the soil. Fungi plays an important role in medicine to produce antibiotics. In agriculture field, maintain the fertility of the soil. These are the economic importance of fungi. Okay. So next, second Roman, fourth and fifth question. Fourth question. How many classes are there in Bryophytes? What are they? How many classes are there in Bryophytes? What are they? There are 3 classes in Bryophytes. There are 3 classes in Bryophytes. They are class 1 Hepatica, example Rixia. Hepatica, it have spelling mistake, just you correct it. It is a printing mistake. Okay students, just you have to correct that. Hepatica, H-E-P-A. The P-O, just strike out that O. Okay fine. So next class 2 Anthocerata. Example Anthocerus. Class 3 Musci. Example Funaria. Class 1 Hepatica. Example Rixia. Class 2 Anthoceratae. Example Anthocerus. Class 3 Musci. Example Funaria. The next question, fifth question. Write any 4 characters of Pteridophytes. Write any 4 characters of Pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are the first true land plants. Pteridophytes are the first true land plants. Vascular tissues are present. Vascular tissues are present. In some plants, two types of spores are produced. In some plants, two types of spores are produced. They are microspore and megaspore. They are microspore and megaspore. Sporophytes reproduce by means of spores. Sporophytes reproduce by means of spores. Spores are produced in sporangium. Spores are produced in sporangium. Once again, I will read. Pteridophytes are the first true land plants. Vascular tissues are present. In some plants, two types of spores are produced. They are microspore and megaspore. Sporophytes reproduce by means of spores. Spores are produced in sporangium. Okay. So next, third Roman, fifth question. Write the names of medicinal plants and explain their uses. Write the names of medicinal plants and explain their uses. First, Acalypha indica, Kuppai meni. Uses. The leaves of this plant is used to cure the burns on the skin. The leaves of this plant is used to cure the burns on the skin. The juice of this plant leaves is mixed with lemon juice to cure ringworm. The juice of this plant leaves is mixed with lemon juice to cure ringworm. Second one, Agel mermellus. Vilvum. Here also the Agel mermellus. M should be in small letter. Just to correct it. As the ICBN rule, the species name must start with small letter only. Okay. So Agel mermellus, the M also here printed as capital letter. You have to change it. Okay. Uses. The unripe fruit of this tree is used to treat indigestion, diarrhea and dysentery. The unripe fruit of this tree is used to treat indigestion, diarrhea and dysentery. Third one, Solanum trilobatum, Thuduvalai. Solanum trilobatum, Thuduvalai. Uses. The leaves and fruits of this plant cure cough and cold. It is used in the treatment of tuberculosis and bronchial asthma. The leaves and fruits of this plant cure cough and cold. It is used in the treatment of tuberculosis and bronchial asthma. Phyllanthus amarus, Keila nelly. Phyllanthus amarus, Keila nelly. Uses. The entire plant is used for the treatment of jaundice. The entire plant is used for the treatment of jaundice. It is used to treat other liver disorders also. The entire plant is used for the treatment of jaundice. It is used to treat other liver disorders also. Aloe vera, Sothu katralai. Uses. Leaves of this plant are used to cure piles and cures peptic ulcer. Aloe vera, Sothu katralai. Uses. Leaves of this plant are used to cure piles and cures peptic ulcer. Okay students, these are the questions you have to read as today's homework, and you have worksheet also. Today you have to do worksheet also. Just I will explain the worksheet questions. Classify the algae based on their pigment. In one side they are giving algae and one more side they are giving pigment. Okay, so the image only they are giving here. Just you can refer with your book. In the textbook they are giving the image of the algae. Okay, in the topic of algae image கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. புக்கை பாருங்கம்மா, இமேஜ் அங்கே கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அந்த இமேஜை பார்த்து அது என்ன ஆல்கேன்றது ஃபஸ்ட்டு நீ என்ன பண்ணிக்கணும், ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணிக்கணும். தென் யூ ஹாவ் டு மேட்ச் வித் த பிக்மெண்ட். ஓகே, ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஃபியூகோசாந்தின், பைகோஎரித்ரின், பைகோசைனின், குளோரோஃபில். யூ ஹாவ் டு ரெஃபர் யுவர் டெக்ஸ்ட் புக். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு லேபிள் த 5 kingdoms. Single celled creatures. Which one is single celled? Just you can see or observe the images, you can find easily. First is single cell creatures. In this given pictures, which one is a single cell creatures? Next, autotroph. Autotroph mean, what is autotroph? Which organism can produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, next microorganism. Small microorganisms are there. Next, non-green plant. Which one is a non-green plant? Okay, and multicellular creature. Which one is a multicellular creatures? You have to match it. So next, third Roman. Which of the following sequences is not correct? Chlamydomonas, algae, chlorophyll, microorganism. Mushroom, algae, microorganism. Baking industry, useful microbes, microorganisms. Causing disease, harmful microbes, microorganisms. Which one is the not correct? You have to do. Fourth Roman, complete the following sentence with an option given in the brackets. What is the singular form of fungi? Which one is the singular form of fungi? You have to choose one word from the given word in the brackets. Okay, mention the filament like structure in fungi. In fungi, which one is the filament like structure? While teaching time I'll explain you clearly. Third one, give an example of fungi. In the given words, which one is a fungi, you have to select. An organism which depends on other for its nutrition is called. That also I will explain in the teaching time. Fifth one, cell wall of a fungi is made up of. By which material the cell wall is made in fungi. Okay, so next match the following. Green plants, protozoa, chlamydomonas, baking industry, mushroom. The answers are algae, useful microorganisms, fungi, microorganisms, chlorophyll. Okay, so this is a worksheet you have to do. Okay, Dakana? If you have any doubt, just ask with your concerned teacher. Thank you so much.